This is Mark DeRosa.
Of Major League Baseball ought to be a good one here between the San Francisco Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball next on the show. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What do you have for us on him, Benny?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For San Francisco, the right fielder, Austin Slater.
First pitch on its way. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, it hasn't been a very good homestand so far. They dropped the first 3 games. They open up a new series here, and they'd like nothing more than to get into the win column to get that first win of this homestand.
Yeah, hopefully they were able to shower off that last series. A whole new ball game, new team comes in, new problems, new opportunities. Let's see what they do today.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
I know in today's game everybody's trying to go yard, but can you look at having a better at-bat as a leadoff hitter? You take it full count, you make the pitcher work, and then you come through with a knock. Great start.
Stepping up to the plate, Mauricio Dubon. Tried to hold up there as the appeal goes to Ricky Holiday at first, and Holiday says he offered at it, so that's strike 1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roy, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Paisley has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Here's Tommy La Stella now as he'll take a look at ball 1. His career line against Wheeler, 2 hits in 7 tries. Ready with the 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Slater, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hit in the air down the right field line. Now the 2-1. He's running. Grounded back up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there. And that's the second out.
And this is not an easy play where you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes set, the 0-1.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
0-2, here it is.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
The 0-2.
Nope, that's the ball.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
A 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, Dero. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 0-1 on its way. Hit to first. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with two aboard now.
Batting six, the shortstop, Wilmer Flores.
Into the box, Wilmer Flores. He swings and grounds it to short. Gregorius is there. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Kevin Gossman is on the mound for the Giants in this one. What's your take on it, Dan?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitch.
That brings up Alec Bohm. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the stretch, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The 1-1 is a ball below the zone. Now the 2-1 pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Flores ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. A moment now to check out the hometown Phillies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew Mccutchen. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Here now is Adam Hazley as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Up next, Bryce Harper. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fouled away. Here's the 2-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he could really hurt you.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, kicks and deals.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's...
Oh, and he misses it!
The left fielder, Mccutchen.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Mccutchen. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. His average sits at .296 entering play. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. One and 1 to Mccutchen. The 1-1. Hit to third. The throw pulls him off the bag.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. His career numbers against Kevin Gausman: he has 9 base hits in 35 ABs. And it's fouled away. little looper down the left field line. Here comes Dickerson. One-run scores. And the throw's offline a bit as it gets by him at third. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Batting seventh.
Boy, that'll cure being down by a run. Big 2 RBI facing right there, D-Row, to give his team the lead.
Yeah, he flipped the script on that one, Dan. They were losing by 1. Huge knock right there. Hopefully the pitcher goes out and attacks.
In now, JT Realmuto. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants 1. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Evan Longoria. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. And now the first pitch. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Harper has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Batting 8.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
Buster Posey stands in as he can't connect here, 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And he misses 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
One out, nobody on. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Gregorius. And there's out number 2.
Batting 9. The pitcher, Kevin Gausman.
So next to bat will be Kevin Gausman. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The next 0-2. Lifted down the line in left.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
2 out, nobody on. That's lifted the other way out to left. Mccutchen is right there, and he will put it away to retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants 1. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Gene Segura.
The second baseman, Gene Segura.
He's set. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Count is 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Grounded softly to the right. Reined in. And there's one away.
Batting done.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And let's focus our attention on third baseman Evan Longoria. Multiple Gold Glove winner. This guy has ice water in his veins. He never lets on. You can't tell if this guy's on fire or he's struggling. He's one of the most consistent defenders in our sport.
Into the box now, Zach Wheeler fouled off. The 0-1 delivery. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Belt able to pull this one in for route number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex Bohm.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Alec Bohm. Now here's the first offering, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's one high and deep to left. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. He's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Phillies down in order. They still lead it 2-1. So it's back to the top of the order now. And in to hit next, it'll be Austin Slater.
Austin Slater.
Here's the first pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down the way, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
So now to the plate, Mauricio Dubon. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Standing in now, Tommy La Stella, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. ties it up 1-1. Dubon, the runner at second with one away. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the stretch, fouled away. The 2-2 swung on and missed, strike three.
I like how working backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
At the plate now, Alex Dickerson, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready with the 0-1. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. 1-1. Here it is. A ball and two strikes now. That's popped up. Gregorius onto the grass. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 2 and the Giants 1. Bottom of the third now, and standing in the outfielder, Adam Hazley.
The center fielder, Adam Hazley.
First pitch on the way, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Ready with the 0-2. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's Bryce Harper now. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
The 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. To 1-2 now. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks
Now
really sharp out there,
the
guys.
first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Say you make the trap jump, that's yourself, bro. If you really want to see.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's a fly ball well hit. A ball that's carrying. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
The left fielder, number 22.
Here's Andrew Mccutchen now. As he takes a ball strike at the knees, it's 0-1. It comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Comes set with the 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Here's a high pop-up. Longoria is there. And the inning is over. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 3-1 Philly. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First pitch coming, here it is. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. Big velocity up and in for a strike, too. I mean, you saw this guy flinch at the plate. He was thinking that buzzed the tower, but then to get it popped to strike is tough.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Count still at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now batting, the shortstop, Wilmer.
To the plate now, Wilmer Flores. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the belt, kicks and deals. Popped him up. Hoskins over to his left, 1 away. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. And now here is Evan Longoria. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch on its way.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer?
And he falls behind 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here's Buster Posey now. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, and 2, the count to Posey. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. This one's down to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Francisco. Score holds. It's 3-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading up for the Phillies.
Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Didi Gregorius. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Now the pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. First, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And it's 1-1. Three to 1 is our score here in inning number 4. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here's another 2-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Segura.
Now at the plate, here is Gene Segura, who bounced out last time up. First pitch on its way. Hit softly down the line at first, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Swing and a high drive. Get up, baby! Get up, baby! Get up! Oh, yeah! Home run! So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
No pitcher.
At the plate, Zach Wheeler. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1-1.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. We played 4. It's now 4-1 Philadelphia. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the pitcher, Kevin Gausman.
The pitcher, Kevin Gausman.
First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Giants pitcher. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Stepping in now, Austin Slater. As he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Dubon.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and stepping up now will be Mauricio Dubon. From the belt, kicks and deals. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Throw into third, and McCutchen won't get him. He's in there at third.
Now batting, second baseman, Tommy LaStella.
Into the box now, Tommy LaStella, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. A ball and no strikes, here it is. Down the first baseline. A step on the bag for one, but one's all they get as the run scores.
You got to love that play defensively right there. Watching the big guy get dirty, headed towards foul territory, making an awesome diving stop.
Into the box, Alex Dickerson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. From the belt, the pitch. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Giants will have to be content with just the one. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Giants 2. Stepping in once again is Alec Bohm. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Here's the first pitch to him. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
At the plate now, Adam Hazley, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is laid off for ball two.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Bohm gets his lead at first, nobody out. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. Harper is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now, 3-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Hoping to send him packing, pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
That was a great battle right
The
there. He
first
tried to
baseman,
get him to
number
chase, but
17.
he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Say you make the trap jump, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, if you really
Anthony
attention,
Banda
please.
takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Anthony Banda.
Why they always hating on me? And when I pray, they start praying on me. Time is moving, but I'm waiting on me. Cause I be focusing, I'm staying low key. Boss up. Yeah, I took a loss at the boss up.
Reese Hoskins will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the stretch, down the third baseline. There's one on the first, and how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in now,
Leading
the
off for the
left-handed
Giants,
hitting first baseman,
the first
Brandon
baseman,
Belt.
number 9, Brandon Belt.
Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
High in the air into shallow left center. Mccutchen comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Wilmer Flores.
So in now for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to make an adjustment. You could tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive AB right here.
The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and grounded to second. There's Segura. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
So 2 away now for the slugger Evan Longoria. First pitch on the way. 1-0 home. He is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gregorius has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Giants down in order. Still down by a count of 4-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Andrew Mccutchen.
The left fielder, Andrew Mccutchen.
Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. And he misses again, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Pitch on the way. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder. Didi Gregorius waits on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the shortstop, Didi.
So here is Didi Gregorius, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Mccutchen on at first, nobody out. Swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and Longoria can't handle it. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And next will be the speedy catcher, JT Realmuto. First delivery to him. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Hit back up the middle. Flores to his left. He's there. The belt for the twin killing.
We don't get to see the glove toss enough. It can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throws there at first, so the error doesn't hurt him on the scoreboard as the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. And a perfect start to the 7th as this should be extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the Giants are in business here on the leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. David Hale will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Ronald Torreyes will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Donovan Solano will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. He's set and the pitch.
Hey.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run.
He's trying his hardest to help his guys get back in the game, but this time he had no shot. Applaud the hustle, but the decision was a costly one.
Standing in now, Austin Slater, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0. 1-1 the count. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 pitch.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
2 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors to this point for San Francisco. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he gonna throw. I'm down 1-2, can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Back to the mound, and they may have him hung up here. On the first, it's a double play. And another crisis is averted here as the inning is over. Giants lead one. They trail here 4-2. Matt Whistler will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Number 37, Matt Whistler.
Ronald Torrey is the next to bat.
For the
He's newly
Phillies.
entered into the ball game, so
Second
this will be his
baseman.
first trip to the
Ronald
plate here in inning number 7. Now the pitch.
Hey!
0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Flores over to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex Bohm.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And now the first pitch. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Dickerson's going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
So now to the plate, Adam Hazley, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A couple of walks for him thus far. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
17, Reed Hoskins.
Say you make the trap jump, that's what's up, bro. If you really with the city, say what up, bro. It's like a new motivation. Haters not good.
At the plate, Reese Hoskins, and it's fouled away. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. The 0-1 delivery. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Dubon's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
I've been doing this so long, don't think I can take
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Andrew Mccutchen.
Now to the plate, Andrew Mccutchen. It was a walk in his last trip. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. The 1-0 delivery.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 now.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. The walk would be good here, too.
There's ball 4.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Harlan Garcia.
She told me she was out seeking freedom. She couldn't find a cage, so she leaving. And she looking for someone that she can be with. Help her with the wings, do the things she been dreaming.
Didi Gregorius will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the belt, the pitch. Right side, fair ball down the line. 1 run is scored. Now a 3rd runner heading for the plate. And a relay home. Tagged by Posey will be too late. Safe at home plate. When we looked at this game on paper before it started, I don't think any of us thought it would go down like this.
Yeah, Matt, it's hard to stay focused on a game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
In now, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 1 for 3. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Hitter's count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. Back with more on this Monday night after this. Leading off the inning, it'll be Tommy La Stella, and they could use a spark from him here.
Tommy La Stella.
Now here's the first offering. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Boy, D-Row, this is turning into a hit parade, but it's amazing that they've only scored 2 runs up to this point.
Yeah, matter of time, Dan. Got to stay positive. The hardest thing to do in sports is hit a baseball, especially with 40,000 breathing down your neck and runners on second and third. But somebody will come through.
To the plate now, Alex Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. La Stella aboard here at first with nobody out. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 1-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Harper has a read on it. One away.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
So the next to bat will be Brandon Belt. In his career against this pitcher, he's 0 for 4. Now the first pitch. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman.
1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
The count now at 2-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball inside.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 3-1. 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Swing and a liner. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. LaStella rounds third and is digging for the plate. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there getting the ball in is going to wind up costing him.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Hector Neris is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Brad Miller is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. 2 out here and a runner at second. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Swing and a liner. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
The 0-2 pitch. 2 strike deliveries in the dirt. 1-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Phillies lead it 8-4. Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Miller.
The pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Dickerson arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center
Now
for the first out.
Second baseman, Ronald Torreyes.
Next to the plate for the Phils, Ronald Torreyes flew out last time up. And now the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Stella fields it cleanly. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, I understand it's a tough backhand play right there, but he who hesitates is lost. You can tell him fishing in the glove a little bit too long, and it cost him on getting the out right there.
Into the box, Alec Bohm, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm. Here's another 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
And he popped him up. And that's going to land foul. Another try at 2-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Good battle. Count remains full. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now to bat, Adam Hazley. He's 1 for 4 so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And another foul ball. Torreyes, the runner at first with 2 gone. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Phillies strand 1. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Brandon Kinsler comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 19.
Mike Yastrzemski is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. And boy, just get out of the way of that one. They'll be on base to start the inning.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Austin Slater is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. Lifetime against Brandon Kinsler. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals, and a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
well. That's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's
center
put in
fielder,
play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
At the plate now, Mauricio Dubon, as he takes a called strike at the knees, hits 0-1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Here's the pitch. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Runners on first with 1 down. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Gloved by Miller. The second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
So now to the plate, Tommy La Stella, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Now the 1-0.
Hey!
Hit toward the right side. Well, on to first, they'll take care of him, and the Phillies will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. 8-4 tonight. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Wheeler with his 4th win this season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
El Pocho la se trevo el Rolls Royce, el bote parqueado en San Croix.